Hey everybody, this is Ahdoom coming back to you with another episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. I've had a whiskey or two and I'm feeling slightly frisky, and rather than doing yet another milk run, I'm going to jump straight into something a little bit more challenging and do my very first champion level match of the series. Now, don't necessarily think that you guys have the stamina to watch me do along, and I'm not sure my characters can actually survive it, to be entirely honest, so I'll do a bit of a test run in Cove, where hopefully I'll survive with King's Court lineup, being a Leper, a Crusader, a Jester, and a Vestal. My roster is currently full of useless people that are useless, that aren't working really well for me. So I might need to think about firing some and sticking in a champion-only base mode, but I have some decisions to make, and before I do, I should probably get my provisioning right. So, 2 holy waters, 2 keys, 2 medicinal herbs, 2 shovels, key... well, it's a short one. So yes, just a stack of torches and enough food for 2 food checks. This is probably excessive. Let's get some things down, keep the 2 shovels regardless, and in we get. Golly gosh, it's been fun making these. I say this every single time, but it never stops being the case, even when it's just a milk run mission. That said, I'm looking forward to getting back into a slightly more challenging style of play. Generally, when I play Darkest Dungeon,
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares.
I feel bad talking over him.
Must be flushed out.
So, generally when I'm playing Darkest Dungeon, I get to, like, first level, like the first Darkest Dungeon, and things go very, very badly, and then I walk away and I decide, well, maybe if I'd done things differently from the start, things would have been better. This time I'm committed, because I've already made, like, 34 videos, to actually playing it through come what may. And you can laugh at me. That's entirely legitimate. Like, you know.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Trap! Stress! Okay, we're in the big leagues now. We need to actually pay attention and stop yammering. Alright, let's see if this is a battle room. Okay, it's an empty. All we have to do is... oh, come on! I've got no scouting, and I don't... like, can someone give me a tip on traps? I should just Google this, I know, but I'd rather you tell me. Oi! Okay, another empty room. No scouting. Curio. Great, we're fine for torches. First hunger check for a short. It's fine. Torch up. Concerned about the absence of okay, map. What do we have? Empty room, battle, 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 room, battle. Maybe empty. Okay. No more traps though. Already sprung all of those on myself. Torch up and hope for a surprise. No, but we do get squiffy ghasts. Alright, definitely start with a party buff. Need to get our accuracy up and our speed up as well to get some hits in. Good dodge by the Crusader, and we need to focus down on that Thrall before he explodes. Gargling Grab is a lot of damage. Well, 17 is a lot of damage, but it's not. Okay, 19 on the hit with the Crusader, so the Leper, following up with crit of 37 and the body destroyed from the Crusader. Very, very nice. Going to focus a heal down on the Leper to make sure we're in a good place for the next battle, which is only around the corner. Pressing on, and we have the chance to either drop a bleed or boost speed, and I feel a need for speed. Puns aside. Ooh, okay, group stress. Oh, okay, I remember this attack. That's okay. We can deal with this. Okay, seriously need to do some stress management. That's the only thing my Jester is going to be doing, because we're clearly outclassed here. Going to try and drop, again, a hit on the beautiful critical hit there on the Piranha. Beautiful, beautiful hit on the Piranha. Beautiful hit. Alright, can try and get a smite down on the Squiffy Ghast. Better chance for a kill on the Tide Master, but don't love that attack at all. So let's give him a Watt 4ing. Need to drop a stun down on someone only remote chance to get that working is on the Tidemaster, so we'll see if it takes. And it does. That puts me in a slightly better place than I was at the beginning of last turn. Taking a bit of stress damage from the horror attack, but we need to start focusing on the stress levels of our Vestal. Not too concerned about anything else, just need to get these kills in if we can. So let's smack down the Ghast, and a beautiful critical hit. 38, and I'm feeling like I'm slightly back in control, but I can't get complacent. The chance for an insta-kill is remote, but we should be one tap away from death on this bastard's next turn. Could try and do a second stun, but the chances are not in my favor. We'll drop a party heal in line with General Ahdoom faffing principles, and I do get a crit out of it, which is glorious. Let's debuff stress back on the Vestal there, and she's within the realms of sanity again. We'll get a cut, which is dodged comfortably. I'm going to rely on the Leper to make the kill happen. I'm going to spend a turn faffing here on the Jester, reducing that overall level of stress down. We'll drop a stun down here just to make sure he doesn't get a turn in case anything goes wrong, but it's not to be. And for the chop, done. Alright, so that's our first battle in this game mode. It's clearly a very different thing to what we've experienced. I've got 10 stress still to come on these guys. Well, I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling at all. Fish carcass, it's just food. Fine, let's... Whoa! That's not just food. That's some serious freaking treasure. Jesus. Sorry, shouldn't be cussing, but my golly, that's a something. Alright, getting into a battle room now. And we'll see what we get. Alright, just piranhas. I can work with that. No surprise, but we can at least buff our speed and hopefully get a few early kills. No stress damage, that's the key thing. Move resist came through. Seaward slash, again 10 damage. That's gonna hurt as it builds up, but at least we get the one dodge in this round. Need to look at healing and what might work, but instead I've got a decent-ish chance at a stun and I'm gonna take it. Alright, as long as I can deny the... Yes, it's stuck. Okay. Okay. Alright, things are getting a lot more serious now, as you can clearly tell. Wow, okay, let's get a hit on the second position, because I can follow up with some support from the Jester, if I feel like that's going to work. I can certainly get the kill in, though, and that's going to be worth more to me than anything else, just making sure they're denied a turn. Now, I could look at de-stressing, or I could look at dropping a bleed. The chances are slim to freaking none, so we'll party up again and make sure that our speed keeps things up and strong. Hopefully avoid some attacks. Oh, 4 gone. 4 oh, beautiful critical. And they're still in arm's reach, which is glorious. That Vestal is going to have to spend a turn buffing up the health on that Jester. And look at the spearfishing attack going through. Only 7 damage. A little bit of a reposition, but we're still fine. We can still do the attacks that we need to get ahead in this game. Going for a hit, it's 14. It's all I can expect from the Crusader. It's all I can expect from the Crusader. Okay, let's max out this buff. Alright, that's... Again, boost up that Jester, and we're all looking like we might live to see another day. Another hit in the Crusader, and that's good. Moving on to the best of all available options, and that's cleared through. Still going to get a hit on us, but he's going to get a hit on the Crusader, who is in relatively good straits. Hit point wise, we need to get some stress taken care of here if we're going to actually use this party again, so let's drop that down on the Vestal. I'm feeling a lot more in control now that there's only one of them against 4 of me. Could look to try and do some damage in place or get a stun going, but let's be honest, I can't take these hits. I could go for the insta-kill. It's not likely it's going to stick through, so instead what I'm going to do is self-heal and buff and hope that this is the right choice to make at this point in time. I could do a party heal, but let's be honest, the person that needs the most help right now is going to be the Crusader. He gets a 9, and we're going to have to take it. That's all we've got in play. That's all we're going to get. 16 damage on the Piranha, and this is his second last turn. He gets 12 damage back, though. So I need to really make sure that I'm staying... Look, the Leper can take care of him. The Leper can take... but I don't... The leper will have to take care of him now.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Wow, okay, things are really
So clearly and feebly.
notching up in intensity.
Merely a trick of the light.
Whew! Right, let's take that strong box. Contents of mine and smidge more food in play. Don't expect another hunger check for a bit, so let's just try and max out our lives and press forward. We know there isn't a... Yep, let's just use that shovel here. Superb. Could probably drop the bandage for the moment. Moving on, and I think it's... Brackish Tide Pool. Let's just double check. Let's just double check. Let's just double check. We can't make any mistakes in this place. Brackish Tide Pool is... Yeah, sure. Right, 75% chance for debuff of a buff. Let's take it. Excellent. And that was... Okay, it's just a resist buff. Okay, Radiant Light's up. Won't get a surprise, though. Didn't remember to reposition, though, which is stupid of me. But I need to focus up and move on. Need to do something about that thrall. Need to do something about everyone, to be entirely honest. But no one is in a good place to do much. Let's try for the stun. Yeah, let's try for the forlorn hope of the stun, and it didn't take, which isn't a surprise. Get some damage downrange, and hopefully the Crusader can mop him up before he does any meaningful damage. Good dodge. Good dodge, Rulin. Good dodge. And that thrall is now done. Now these armored maggots, they do some actually serious damage. Low HP, but they've got really high prot, which is their bag. Now, I could worry about party buffs at this stage, but I'm not too concerned. Let's do some stress healing, because these guys, they hurt, but they don't hurt that much. And I need to make sure that I'm focusing up. I will drop a party heal just to get us closer to where we need to be health-wise, and everyone's pretty much maxed out at this stage. Let's start getting some hits down range, okay? There's 4. Hopefully the leper can bring it home, and that's a beautiful crit. So they have 1 attack in response on the next turn. Brian comes down for 5 damage. And we resist the debuff, which is absolutely fabulous in terms of my ongoing survival. Now, all we need to do is try and... Oh, it's a beautiful hit, and we're back up to full HP. Do the same for the leper, and it's going to be the Crusader to finish him off. Whew! That was pretty much the easiest party I could come up against, and I'm still freaked out because we're in the big leagues now. Not worried about these medicinal herbs, to be entirely honest. Will need to juggle back to the right position. Otherwise, I'll need to kick myself in the head repeatedly as I enter this battle out of play. And we have a surprise on our side, which is fantastic. That gives us the liberty to do a couple of things. Obviously, these bleeds aren't doing... Like, no chance in hell without bringing trinkets. And that's something I have to remember. Like, I can't rely on these characters' native abilities to actually get me to where I need to be in terms of chance to bleed or blight. What I can do, though, hopefully, is get at least 1 stun in. It takes. That's fantastic. Alright, let's look where we have the best chance to deny them a turn, and I'm guessing it's going to be the Piranha. Okay, he's 7 HP away from his untimely demise, and that's a crit, which is glorious. It puts the Tidemaster in stun range. Takes some stress damage, but in the grand scheme of things, that's not a big deal. Barnacle Barrier, though, goes down on the Tidemaster, and I need to make some tough decisions. I'm probably going to have to take out that Piranha next turn, because it's the only thing I can really realistically do. We'll look at de-stressing rather than furthering buffs for crits, because I think I've got this down to 2. What I can try and do, though, is drop a stun. And I'm not sure if it's going to take, but we've got to try it. Drops down, and the champion is out of action, and the Tidemaster is now no longer being guarded. Not that I can do much about that. 15 damage on the Piranha, followed by a bit more. 25, nicely done and mopped up. Unfortunately, his corpse is still in the way. Guardian is out of turn, but we can now look at the bigger picture. Let's take care of a bit more stress on that Jester before we start looking at more buffs. Again, our buff is going to run out at the end of this turn. Okay, a bit of stress on the Vestal, but nothing to worry about. We can definitely stun this. Take. Yes, okay. He's denied his next turn. We can start wailing down on the champion, even with his buff. Actually, let's do this. Knock back and clear corpse. Focus down on the Tidemaster. He resists the move, but at least the Tidemaster's in. Oh! Okay, that's a substantial hit, but nothing we can't survive. Okay, let's party buff, because clearly we need to be making some better hits and better crits. That stun is now cleared, and let's put some pain down on the Tidemaster. The Crusader is going to be necessary to finish it off. Definitely dropping a heal down here, get 11 back, which is good all considered. Finishing the Tidemaster off right now with a lovely crit of 28, and we're back in the game. Let's start looking at stress levels again. It is the Vestal that we need to start worrying about. That extra prot is now gone off of the Pelagic Champion. What I'm going to do instead is start intimidating. Provided those debuffs takes, that puts me in a much better position. Also try and get a stun down. Could have healed. Again, the chances of actually taking are pretty low, but at the end of the day, I can boost my torch for a while. That's 9 damage. Nicely done by the Crusader, which is quite a lot in context. 10 damage in return. Can't keep these exchanges up forever, though. Not by any measure. Let's drop a de-stress on the Leper. Just again, trying to keep everyone at 1 bar of stress we can. Hit another Intimidate and see if it takes. Yes, he's down to 66% damage reduced, 20% accuracy less. Drop a heal on the Crusader now to get him back into a better place for the next battle. And hits down range, only 5, but we're getting there again. These guys just take a lot of pounding. Okay, and that was a crit, and he only did 6. So again, this tactic is working for me. Let's run a party buff now again, just to improve our chance to crit, and focus a heal back on the level 14, which should max him out. Yes, it does. And let's run one more Intimidate in place. Again, this guy is doing negative 99% damage, negative 30% accuracy. How he's going to hit anything is an absolute freaking mystery to me, but he'll still get his hits down. 2 damage. Damn. Look, can I go less than 100% damage? No, I can't, but I can keep him controlled, which is the key thing. Stress less on the Crusader. Let's get some hits down range. Critical for 14. Very impressive. And then one more to finish him off. 19, and job done. Whew. Am I talking fast, or am I talking fast?
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay, let's get rid of this food. Well, consume heartily. With great gusto. That's 300. That's a jade. Don't know what the value exchange is going to be in this place at this stage, but what I will do is drop a buff in place and take the money. Nope. Going to keep going. I think it's a shovel on these. It is, and there is some glittering treasure for me here. There is one more battle to go still. One more chance to get me some treasure, and it's a freaking collector. It's a freaking collector. God damn, okay, party buff. Is this going to be worth it? I want a head. Like, I like collecting heads. I'm going to try my darndest to get a stun here, and it's no... oh my god, it worked! Had a 5% chance to work, and it did. Alright, let's get some hits down. This is going to be our only chance to get some meaningful hits down, so let's do it. Alright. 109 HP left. This is rough. And my Jester is useless. Like, he's literally useless. Let's just keep party buffing. I mean, he's incredibly useful at party buffing, but he's useless at you know, that. So let's, there's no chance this stun is going to work again. Get a crit for 4, which is great, but there's just no way. Need to wait around for that to cool down again, and even then it's a pretty forlorn hope. And I've got no back ranks damage potential. Like, there is literally nothing I can do to damage the back ranks. I'm gonna flee. Like, I don't need this. I don't need this. Yeah, let's get out. Take a bit of stress, but that's okay. I've earned some cash this round. Those sapphires are going to be paying for all of my time in the Abbey, and that was intense.
If indeed there is such a thing.
16k gold. That's worth my while. Stack of crests, some deeds, portraits, and busts. But the key thing is, I got out. That's, I think, the first time I've had the maturity to not wait until I've lost a guy before I flee a collector. So, for better or worse, I'm happy with that. Claustrophobia came in, replacing Bloodthirsty. Eagle Eye in place for range skills, which is utterly useless, but whatever. Need to fix that Lazy Eye, that's for sure. Need to fix that Lazy Eye, even though it's locked in. It's going to be expensive and less stress in ruins. Replacing Tough, I would have rather have kept Tough, but I didn't have the foresight to lock that in.
The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
Wow. Okay, that was exciting. That was exciting. I need weapons and I need armor and I need them now, and I don't have the cash to afford any of it, but let's just make that happen. Let's look at our roster and see if there's anyone in the stagecoach that we want to swap out. The answer is a definitive no. Wow, that was kind of intense. That was a lot of fun, and I'm really glad I did it, and I want to do it again. Okay, guys, this has been so much fun. I'm Ahdoom. I would love it if you could like this video. Just let me know that you've enjoyed watching it. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming out with new videos almost every day until someone tells me to stop. And if you'd like to watch the playlist from the start, it's there in the corner. Latest video on the right-hand side. I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.